We are told that corporate workplaces are built on collaboration, on teamwork, on shared success. That is the story. But the reality? That is much darker. The modern corporate world does not simply hire bullies. It creates them. It shapes them. It rewards them. Let's start at the beginning. The hiring process. What do companies say they want? Leaders, go-getters, people with confidence, people who can take charge. But look closer. Who gets hired? The loudest voice in the room. The person who interrupts, who dominates, who refuses to take no for an answer. The candidate who pauses, who listens, who reflects. They are seen as unsure, as slow, as not hungry enough. So the system begins by choosing aggression over empathy. Now look at what happens inside the organization. Performance is measured by visibility, by who speaks the most in meetings, by who challenges ideas in the sharpest way, by who takes credit, the one who works quietly, who builds the team, who focuses on solutions. Overlooked, forgotten. Because the system does not measure contribution. It measures noise. It measures power plays. Then come the targets, the endless numbers, hit this metric, beat that goal. Outperform your colleagues, and what happens? People stop seeing each other as teammates. They see each other as obstacles. The game is no longer about winning as a team. It is about winning over others. The system pits people against each other, and in that battle, bullying becomes a tool, a weapon, and the organization rewards the victor. Let's talk about managers. Many of them do not set out to be bullies, but look at what they face. Pressure from the top, deadlines, cost cuts, layoffs. They are told to deliver results, no matter how. And so they micromanage, they threaten, they shame. Not because they enjoy it, but because they have been taught this is what works. The system gives them power, but no guidance on using it well. Here's where it gets worse. The culture of silence. People know who the bullies are. They see them in action. They hear the taunts. They witness the humiliation, but they stay silent. Why? Because speaking up is dangerous. Because HR is not neutral. Because the system protects the aggressor, not the target. And so the bullies stay. The bullied leave. Or worse, they adapt. They learn that to survive, they too must play the game. And here is the truth, the one no one wants to say out loud. Corporate does not reward kindness, it exploits it. The kind employee who picks up extra work? Taken for granted. The manager who shields their team? Seen as soft. The quiet professional who keeps the peace? Pushed aside. Over time, the kind either break, or they learn to mimic the bully to survive. The system leaves them no choice. Let's look at the language of corporate success. We admire people who have a killer instinct. We call them sharks. We say they crushed the competition. We use words of war and violence and pretend they are virtues. Is it any surprise then that bullying is seen as strength, that empathy is seen as weakness? Power dynamics fuel this further. Decisions are made by the few. Information is hoarded, and when power is concentrated, it is abused. People blame others to cover their mistakes. They discredit colleagues to protect their image. They push people down to climb higher, and the system allows it. Sometimes it even demands it. Now let's ask the hard question. Is this inevitable? Is this the only way corporate can work? The answer is no. But it requires the system to change, and it requires us to stop pretending that bullying is just a few bad apples. The orchard is sick. The system is designed in ways that allow bullying to thrive. And unless we change the design, no workshop or training will fix it. So what can be done? First, companies must rethink success. Stop rewarding the loudest voice. Start rewarding the person who builds, the person who listens, the person who lifts the team. Leadership is not about dominating meetings. It is about creating space for others to shine. Performance reviews must change. Today, they measure what you achieve. They must also measure how you achieve it. Was the work done with respect? With integrity? Was the team strengthened or fractured? Managers must be trained not just in targets and strategy, but in ethics, in communication, in building trust. The power they hold must come with responsibility, and the consequences if abused. And employees must be given the safety to speak, truly speak, without fear of being labeled or sidelined. That means stronger protections. That means visible action against bullying. That means leaders who model the right behavior, not just talk about it. And here is what we must all remember. Systems shape us, but we also shape systems. Every time we laugh at the sharp put-down in a meeting, every time we stay silent when someone is humiliated, every time we admire the bully because they seem successful, we help the system stay broken. The change begins when we stop applauding aggression, when we start valuing decency as strength. Corporate does not just hire bullies, it creates them, but it does not have to. If enough of us demand better, if enough of us refuse to play along, if enough of us choose to lead differently, the system can change. We can build workplaces where success is not built on fear, where ambition does not mean aggression, where people rise together, not by stepping on each other, but by lifting each other up. Thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video. Have any recommendations for the next video? Let me know in the comments. Please do subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I will see you in the next one.
Find your unique value, let it free. Stand tall, rise up, be who you wanna be. Your story matters, sing it loud and clear. You got that spark, ignite it without fear.